It amazes me how the media can nitpick at the Lakers and the trouble they're having against the Thunder. I realize the Lakers have a large market and the media is trying to target it, but it goes both ways. People become Laker fans because they hear about them all the time in the media and they win games. So don't say the Lakers are always being talked about because they have a large market, when half the reason they have a large market is because they're always being talked about. I realize they have one of the highest salary caps in the league and that they come from a long line of championships, but you can't win all the time. There are 30 teams in the NBA. You're lucky if you win a championship once in 30 years. The Lakers have won 9 championships in the last 30 years. That's like 33%. That's like a third of the time. But we're going to go to the phones. We got Jeremiah on the other line. Jeremiah, what do you think about how the media handles the Lakers and just the Lakers in general?
Listen, I mean, the Lakers, they're a great team. We all know this. Kobe Bryant, he's been with the Lakers for 16 years now. We got to give him a lot of credit for playing so well. He's still playing like he's got young legs. But to expect the Lakers to come out every year and win this championship is just a little ridiculous. I'm a big Lakers fan. I have been for a long time. But listen, I even know that even the Yankees and other teams out there, sports teams in the league, they just can't take it every year. And the Thunder are just way too good of a team. And we just don't have that kind of roster here. Paul Gasol and Bynum, yeah, they play when they want to play sometimes. Last night they did play very well, but sometimes they just don't play well because they're inconsistent. I just can't see the Lakers coming out of this series with the series win. Kobe didn't take the last shot last night, but Steve Blake was open for a wide-open three. You can't pass up on that shot with a couple seconds to go. I don't blame Ron Artest for that call. So, Mr. Carr, that's how I feel about that.
I completely agree. I mean, personally, I don't want to hear about the Lakers and their struggles. I want to give Oklahoma credit. They have a great team. Durant, Westbrook, Ibaka, Harden. These guys are making names for themselves. I mean, money can get the Lakers so far, but the NBA does what it can concerning free agency and the draft to make the game as fair as possible. But please, give the Thunder more airtime. Talk about them more. Give them credit. They're doing great. I'd rather hear about that than listen about the Lakers and all the troubles they're going through. Please. But let me know what you think. Should the media always be wondering why the big name teams aren't always the greatest? Comment in the comment section below and maybe I'll use it in the next show. A comment from the previous show was by Beagle1226, who had this to say about the reason LeBron receives negative criticism even though he's a major reason that the game is even close. Thanks for tuning in, guys.